Yeah, go
Did
ahead.
you get pineapple? Coconut? Pineapple coconut?
And Lily's getting the mojito.
Lily's getting more.
Yes.
There's no...
Yeah, there's no alcohol. Alright. Move this back a little bit. Lily's... Okay, people are here. People are watching. People are... Amanda's here. Nora's here. Different word. Alright. We're on both today. Ciao, Amanda. Julie. Good. Facebook. It's gonna be it's shaking a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't make people like motion sick. Alright, can everybody hear me? Can you hear me on Facebook and on Instagram? Let me know if the sound is okay. Because I have two phones set up and I want to make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Nobody's saying anything. Yes, Kathleen can hear me. Who can hear me? Can Facebook hear me? Hey John, Kentucky, Kathleen, Kentucky. Julie says yes. People are asking who you are. This is Lily. For those that don't know, this is Lily, my kid. Everybody's here. Amelia's over there, Christina's across from me. So the whole family is here. They're all coming to say hi to you. Look, here's Amelia. There's Christina. You're not? There's Christina. There's Christina. Good, the sound is good. Everybody can hear. Scott's here. Wow, a lot of people here today. I guess because half the world is like snowed in. You can't leave the house. So you have no choice but to tune in to my Tipsy Tuesday. So this is a busy Tipsy Tuesday because I have a lot to go over because I don't know if you saw the post. I'm going to talk about a bunch of things. I guess Lily says I have to start with the most important thing, which is the pigeon update. So if you've been following along, I have some, oh, my mom's here. Hi, Mom. I have some pet pigeons now. They're not really pets. They come to my little office window and they wait for me to feed them, and so I get like food for them. I chop up walnuts. They love walnuts. I give them seeds and almonds and things like that. And so they were missing for probably 5 or 6 days. I didn't see my pigeons and I was very upset. I was very sad about it. And then yesterday, I think one of them showed up, the guy pigeon. I assume he's the guy pigeon, and because there are a couple. And he showed up, but he looked rough. It looked like he had spent a few days in an alley. Oh, we're gonna order it. Okay. Mango spritz?
Mango.
We're getting our drinks now.
You wanna happy hour with something to eat?
All right, so my pigeons. Oh, we're at Cafe Fiorentina. I've done a lot of Tipsy Tuesdays from here. It's in the Prati neighborhood. One of my favorite bars. They have really good coffee, really good drinks, really good pastries. Anyway, pigeons. So yesterday, the guy pigeon came back, and I wasn't quite sure if it was him because he looked rough, like he had been in a couple fights. And I gave him some walnuts, and you can't see you on Instagram. And anyway, so I wasn't 100% sure it was him. But then today, he was there, and his little pigeon spouse was there. So I was very happy to see them again. And it was cute because we went out for a while and we came home. He was asleep on the windowsill. He like had his wing over his head. And then he saw me and he got all excited, and I gave him some walnuts. And then when he and his pigeon wife were eating, he had his wing over her, like he had his little wing around her, like his little arm around his wife. And I was getting I'm tearing up a little bit.
He was crying.
So, yeah. Do you want to, your dad is texting you. Do you want to text him on Amelia's phone? I think he doesn't know how to connect. Anyway, so that's the pigeon update. Pigeons are back. Still don't have a name for them. My mom didn't like my original name. What else were we talking about today? Lily, do you remember? Pigeons, songs, music, Lent, station churches. There was podcast updates, videos. I think that was it. Do they have pigeon spouses? Yeah, I did a lot of research on my pigeons. They mate for life, so I assume they're pigeon spouses. I assume they're married. I don't know. Virus update. Thank you, Laura. And that's not a good one. So I've been talking the last few weeks that most of Italy is yellow. A few regions are orange, which is kind of like in the middle, and then red is bad. A few regions switched from yellow back to orange, which isn't good. And then there are a few regions within the orange districts that have made like red communities. So that's not good either, because more places are going red and orange again. And then we just got a new prime minister. I don't know if you kept up with all the drama of Italian politics. New prime minister, and his advisors are saying that the whole country should be locked down again, like all red. So that's definitely not good. Because we were kind of hopeful that when everything went yellow, that things would continue to go in a good direction. Things would open up, people could start visiting again at some point. But no, looks like it's going in the other direction. Although if you look at the numbers, they don't look terrible. So I don't know why they think it's so bad. But that's your virus update. So no news on travel. We still can't travel between regions. So if we're in Rome, we have to stay in Rome. If you're in Florence, you have to stay in Florence. But yeah, in fact, in Tuscany and where Florence is, they're now orange. So yeah, it's getting worse for them, not better. Allison's asking about travel over the summer. Still nothing here about opening up for summer. People are hopeful that happens, but there's no talk of that yet. All right. Sherry says hi, Lily. Carrie says she's praying that does not happen. Yeah, we are too. Okay, virus updates, pigeon updates, Lent. So Lent starts tomorrow. Oh, hi, Honey Joe. Honey Joe says hi too. Everybody's here. If you're just joining, Christina's over there. Millie's over there playing on her phone. Millie's sitting here. We just ordered our drinks. They haven't arrived yet. Lent. So Lent starts tomorrow, Ash Wednesday. And I've talked about this before, but I think pretty much everywhere people are going to be getting the sprinkles this year on the top. And a lot of people, especially in America, were freaking out about that. But a lot of cultures do the sprinkling. And we don't know how far back that goes, who started with the tracing and who started with the sprinkling. But for now, looks like everybody's going to be doing sprinkling. So that's been the custom here forever. Amanda says I need to order a paper airplane. I do need to order a paper airplane, but I don't know the bartender here, so I'm not going to do a custom order. It's a drink that she told me about. So the thing I've been doing for the last 6 or 7 years is grayscale for Lent, and I have the information about that on my website. And it sounds very simple. It's where you turn all your devices to grayscale, so everything you look at is in black and white, like you're watching black and white television. It's miserable. It's really, really awful. Just if you could imagine looking at Instagram and scrolling through, and every picture is black and white, or if you're watching a video on YouTube, everything is black and white. It's not easy, it's not fun, but it's good. It's a constant reminder. Think about how much you're on your phone. It's a constant reminder that we're in Lent. So if you don't eat, I don't know, if you give up Coke or something, or chocolate, you only really think about it when you're not eating chocolate. But if you're on your phone all the time and it's always black and white, it's really really difficult and annoying and just miserable. Like everybody that's done it, they hate it. So give it a try. People are asking where I am. We are in Cafe Fiorentina, which is in the Prati district, so not far from the Vatican, a residential neighborhood. Very good place for coffee, pastries, and aperitivi. So we're getting, as a family, we're getting the aperitivi today. So they're going to bring out a bunch of different little snacks and drinks. And I'll show you everybody's drink when they arrive. All right, what else for Lent? So something else for you to do for Lent. I see people are giving other people pigeon updates in the comments here. I missed the pigeon update. What's the pigeon update? So thanks for that. I'll circle back at the end. I'll tell everybody, like I'll give a brief summary, as Lily said I should do. So nobody misses anything. So other things for Lent. So if you've been here a while, you know that I do updates from the station churches, the Lenten station churches. And those are 40 different churches around Rome. Some of the best churches, Shafiq says hi. Lily says hi, Shafiq. These are some of the most amazing churches in Rome. Some of the oldest, like 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 4th century house churches. So some of the oldest churches in Rome, the sites of martyrdoms, the sites of where early Christians lived, where they celebrated the sacraments. But there's a different church every day. A couple of them are repeated. But we're doing video updates every single day of Lent from these churches. So it's like your own virtual Lenten pilgrimage to Rome. So I'm super excited about that because we've done these videos in the past, but that was years ago. I think last year we updated a couple of the videos, but when we first did it, Lily was like, 4?
No.
5?
7.
No, you weren't 7, were you? It was like the second year we lived here. Maybe 6? Yeah, so she was really young. 7, okay, we'll say 7.
12.
Oh, because she's almost 12 now. So we'll say she was 7. And Amelia's older, and I'm older and wiser. So Christina was in one of them. She's not older at all. She's just wiser. And cameras have gotten better. So we're filming them again, and we're doing that every day of Lent. So those will be posted on my website, CatholicTraveler.com. They'll be posted on my YouTube channel, which is /CatholicTraveler, and they'll be posted on Facebook. They won't really fit on, I guess I could put them on Instagram TV, IGTV. The format is, landscape instead of horizontal, but you can watch it there too. So yeah, I'll do that. No, Kathleen is saying, will they be live? They will not be live because they're done in a more like vlogger style / informational documentary / cinematic with music and like / yeah. So no, it's not live. So it's I film it, I edit the video, and I add the sound. We do like a little chat outside the church explaining why we're at that particular church. You can see some of the older videos, they're on YouTube. So these are just going to be updated versions with better filming, better sound, and maybe better information. So yeah, every day. And yeah, somebody asks, will San Clemente be one? Yes. San Clemente is one of the churches. Great churches. These are some of my favorite churches in Rome. Looking at some comments here. Which cafe? Fiorentina. Cafe Fiorentina. So yeah, with these videos, it's a huge, huge help if you can share them with people. Oh, here comes the food. Whoa. Wow, this is a lot. Grazie.
I would have such
Whoa,
seats.
this is a lot of food. We have like chicken wings. We
Yeah, I
got
think it's a special Fat Tuesday.
no, it's not. It's just
not?
it's the aperitif. All right, I never get when I bring you here for my Tipsy Tuesdays. I never get the food because I don't want to eat while I'm talking. But this is a lot of food. No way we're gonna be able to eat all this. Yeah, look at all this food. So hopefully the phones don't fall. There's pizza. Can you see this? This is like, I don't know what that is, like chicken wings, fried chicken,
I don't know, but I'm gonna
fried olive
there's
balls,
potato
potato chips, and then some kind of pasta, maybe calamari. So this is why you do aperitivo when you come to Rome, because you get all this crazy food. And so this is just included in the price of the drink. Anyway, what was I talking about? Churches. Oh, yeah, so if you can, it's a huge help if you can share the Station Church videos with people. In the past, people have shown them in classrooms or their homeschool. People have used them in their Bible studies. And it's just a good way to evangelize, I think. And if you're not Catholic, it's still a great tradition because these were the earliest Christians in the church, like Peter, you know, that guy, Paul, Saint Mark. So the early apostles, the evangelists that were here in Rome, you're going to hear all the stories of what they did their time in Rome, where they lived, where they were imprisoned, where they wrote, like we're going to see where Mark wrote his gospel. So even for non-Catholics, watching and sharing the station videos is really cool. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be a big help for me, and I would appreciate that. So the other thing, daily podcast. So the Catholic Traveler podcast with Joni and me. My grammar teacher is here. That's been weekly for 16 weeks. During Lent, we're doing a daily podcast. We're going to be doing it every single day of Lent, and we'll dive a little deeper into some of the history and the theology of each of the station churches. She's a theologian. I'm a wannabe tour guide, so you'll get like a lot more information. And they're kind of shorter. Do you want to eat on camera? Do you want to move it? Do you want to slide over there? She doesn't want to eat on camera. I'll just turn this a little. So you can't look at Lily right now because she's eating. This is why I don't eat while I'm talking, because I have to like stuff my mouth. The podcast. Yeah, so daily videos. Those will be on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on my website. The daily podcast is available on wherever you get podcasts. It's a huge help if you can subscribe on iTunes, rate it 5 stars, and leave a comment. But the podcasts are a lot. That's it.
Traigo piña colada, virgin colada, and zumito.
I don't know the difference.
How do we know which one's the real one?
All right, guys.
Only
So
maybe tricky one.
I got a very manly drink. This is the mango spritz. So it's like the Aperol spritz, but instead of Aperol, it is mango. That's good. Oh, Lily got the fish. This is the virgin mojito. So a little Cuban drink. Make sure it's very limey. This is the colada, virgin pina colada.
Well, we're not positive.
We're not positive.
I don't taste any rum. Here you go. Very good presentation with these drinks. Can you see like? And then this one is Christina's. Yeah, that's the one with rum. We don't want to mix up the rum version with the non-rum version. Mostly because Christina wants to be sure hers has alcohol in it.
Yeah.
We're not as concerned about the kids. All right, so cheers, Tipsy Tuesday. So you're probably not drinking, wherever you are. Okay, I'm gonna see if I missed a comment. don't remember what I was talking about. Podcast. So Jessica said, are you sad you're going to miss Tipsy Tuesday or the Lenten stuff? If you're sad about the Lenten stuff's all going to be on my website. So I know a lot of people give up social media for Lent. So if you just go to thecatholictraveler.com, you'll see the daily podcast, you'll see the daily video, and there's also a daily article to accompany all of that. So even if you're not on social media, you can still enjoy this. You can still send it out to your friends. You can email it to people. But if you're in like a Bible study group or something, or whatever, you can use this there as well. The videos are usually no longer than 10 minutes. The podcasts, we've already recorded a few. They're usually around 15 to 20 minutes or so, and we just focus on that day's church. So they're kind of like bite-sized bits of information. That's greasy. How's the food? Really good food. Is this a chihuly behind me? No, that's not glass. That's just a fake plant. It looks like glass though. That's not glass.
It's an artist.
Yeah, that's not glass. All right.
Stuff in glass.
Where were we?
This is really nice.
Christina says, would it be in bad form when you finally visit Rome to skip dinner and just do the aperitivo? No, that's a fine thing to do. What you could do is you could have a nice big lunch, because you could have like a very heavy lunch here, and then in the evening go out and have a drink with little appetizers. I don't love the mango spritz. It's very mango, with like bitter mango.
You want to switch? Do you want my beans water?
Yeah.
Do you
want to try this?
Did you try it?
It's good. Mandy says, glad I'm sharing it this way because you're giving up social media. Yeah, it's never a bad thing to give up social media. So yeah, and also like once a week or so, I'll be sending out an email on my email list for those that are subscribed. Reading comments. Jackie, a day behind starting the consecration to St. Joseph. Oh yeah, so you can do this along with that. When will we be able to travel to Assisi again? No idea. Right now we can't leave Rome. What is it? Calamari? A fish stick?
And I just had a fried olive.
Oh, I love the fried olives.
I just gave you one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so music update. We'll get to that next. Okay, so talked about the pigeons, talked about the virus, talked about Lent, talked about the videos, talked about the podcast. Music. So the music thing, I know I've talked about my dad in the past. He is a musician. He had a band very early on in his life, like high school years. He would play around the Chicago area. He got pretty big in Chicago, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards came to see him play. He recorded in studio with Muddy Waters. I think was it Muddy Waters? I think it was Muddy Waters in the next room, and he was giving him props. And he's taught guitar to John Lee Hooker's daughter. So he's a very good musician. He writes really good songs, really good music. He's a great singer. He's a great guitar player. And when we were in the Holy Land, he and my mom came on a pilgrimage with me to the Holy Land. Not last year. It's 2 years ago. And the summer of 2019. And he was inspired to write basically like a soundtrack to the Holy Land. And so he's worked on it for probably a year and a half. And he wrote 33 songs, just by chance, happened to be 33 songs. And he played all the instruments, he recorded them all himself, and he's now releasing the album. So it's called the Holy Land Project, and you can buy that directly on his website. So it's theholylandproject.com. Not Holy Land Project, but theholylandproject.com. And again, it's like a year and a half's worth of work, 33 songs, really, really, really good songs. And it's something you can listen to in order as they are on the album. Kind of did it chronologically. You could also listen to it in a liturgical order. You could start with like an Advent theme. If you're on pilgrimage to the Holy Land, or if you're wanting to relive a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, you could listen to it, in the order of your trip, because pretty much every site that you visit on pilgrimage to the Holy Land is featured on the album. And like I said, it's really, really good. And I'll be talking more about it because it's not like a one-time release. I mean, it's released one time, but it's something that is evergreen. It's something you can listen to year-round because, like, it's not just Lenten, it's not just Advent or Christmas, but it's really, really good. So on the website, you can listen to samples of each song. We have the lyrics up, and then you can download the digital version. And at some point, it will also be available as a CD if you wanted to order a physical CD. But yeah, so that's the music update. theholylandproject.com, and I think you'll love it. All right, scrolling through. These will start, and these will start on Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. So the first church is Santa Sabina. Mandy, you've got the address correct, yeah. theholylandproject.com. Really, really good stuff. Can you see the food? Yeah, I'm going to show you the food again. A lot of it is quickly being eaten. So this is aperitivi, so we ordered the drinks, and they brought out, these are like fried olives, either fish sticks or calamari. I don't know what that is. What is that? Chicken?
I think
Some
I
kind
thought
of
it was chicken, but now I think it's fish.
And then different types of pizza, panini, and then some kind of pasta, all included in the price of a drink. And again, if you missed it, we were at Cafe Fiorentina, which is in the Prati neighborhood. And Christina's reading the page right now. Not you. This is Christina. Yeah, and you also didn't want to go to the Holy Land until you agreed to do it with your mother, and can't wait to go back. Yeah, that's, a lot of people are like that because the Holy Land is very safe. Like, I feel safer in the Holy Land than I do in Atlanta, where I'm from. So it's very safe, but the media kind of scares people into thinking that it's bad. Like when you hear like fighting in Gaza or something, they don't tell you that Gaza is like hours south of Jerusalem or anywhere you're going to be on pilgrimage. And so the media's kind of scared people into thinking the Holy Land is dangerous, but it's not. So a lot of people are afraid to go, and then it usually takes someone to pull them there. Like in my case, my parents came because I was going there. My wife wouldn't let me go. My mom wouldn't let me go for years, and so. But when I finally went, they saw that I came back alive and did not get my head chopped off. They decided to go, and so a lot of people are like that. They go and then they love it and they want to go back. Sharon says it's .com. Yeah, it's theholylandproject.com. Donna says it's instrumental. No, these are all songs with lyrics, vocals. Yeah, there's guitar, there's piano, there's mandolin, there's drums, there's... What else does he play, Amelia? There's like a violin or something in a song. There's...
What's that instrument that we played in Jerusalem? What's that called?
The oud. There's all kinds of like stringed instruments. Some of them sound like you're in the Middle East. Some are a little rocky. Some are more meditative and reflective. There's like songs for everybody. Every type of music on here. Yeah, the Holy Land Project goes to makebetwork.com. Yeah, it redirects you to makebetwork.com, which is his name, makebetwork. Reading your comments. Okay. What else was I going to talk about? Mandy says Shafiq is the best tour guide. Shafiq is watching right now, so hopefully he saw that. And your husband was hesitant to go as well. Please eat before it's cold. They are eating, so it's not going to get cold. Fried olives, those are big here, and they're really good. They're stuffed. I don't know what's in them. Can I break one apart?
Some of them are olives and some of them aren't.
Yeah, so if you can see, it's an olive stuffed with meat, and then it's deep fried or something. So those are really good. I love them. Lily's picking hers apart. Were there other updates I was going to do? Pigeon. My pigeons are back. And the guy pigeon hugged the girl pigeon today while they were eating.
Ate out of your hands.
Oh, yes. He ate out of my hand. So he's getting more comfortable with me. Yeah, I got a little, Amelia says I cried. I got a little teary because he ate out of my hand.
Pretty soon they're going to be living in the house, aren't they? A little pigeon house.
I'll move them into the house. Yeah.
On a cold, rainy day, it's gonna be
Yeah, I'll see them like getting rained on outside. I'll be like, come on in, it's warm in here.
because they'll never leave.
Lent, that was the next update. Oh, virus update. It's getting, like the regions are getting worse here, not better. Even though the numbers look better. Lent update, so grayscale for Lent, that's on my website. It's a really good Lenten thing to do. The daily videos, they'll be on my website, so if you're giving up social media for Lent, you're not going to miss them. Just go to thecatholictraveler.com, and each day there'll be a new video. Tanya says name them Kurt and Courtney. You know, Kurt Cobain, yeah. Courtney Love. My mom wants me to name them Italian names, so I named them Stumpy because they're both missing one foot. Mr. and Mrs. Stumpy. My mom didn't like that, and so she says that they're probably offended. Maybe that's why they left for a week, didn't come over. So, no, Mandy, I'm not going to let the pigeons in the house. I was kidding. Rats with wings. A lot of people say they're like rats with wings, but I was reading. Pigeons are actually very clean creatures. They bathe a lot. They eat they have like a really good diet. But they'll just eat junk because that's what people leave around. But they like healthy foods. They like fruits, vegetables, and nuts. And so that's what I'm feeding my pigeons. Mimi says, thank you for sharing the Holy Land Project. She is ordering it now. Thank you. I think you're going to love it. Podcast, went over this already. Daily podcast. That's not on social media. That's on like iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. So that will also be on my website, catholictraveler.com. There's a link for podcasts. The articles every day, those are there as well. And it is a huge help if you share the daily videos, share the podcast with anyone who you think might be interested. And yeah, it's free. You don't have to subscribe to anything. You can binge, watch, and listen to them at the end of the week if you want. They'll be up every day. Usually, I try to have the video done by 8 a.m. Eastern time, so it's in the morning for you. It's a lot of work. Like, the videos take like 7 hours or so between like getting there, walking to the church, or taking a bus, filming. Usually I have to go to the churches a couple times because to get like good B-roll footage when the light is just right, and then the part where we actually do all the talking, and then editing it takes a lot of time and work, and then adding the music and stuff. And then the podcast, it's two people doing that. We both have to research, we both have to record, then I have to edit it and make sure the sound is good. So yeah, it's a lot of work, takes a lot of time, but I think that I think it's worth it. I think you'll enjoy it. If you want to help out with it, you could consider becoming a patron if you're not already, and that can help with that as well. And but really, just sharing it is the biggest help, so more people can see it. What else did I miss? Was there another thing I was going to talk about?
Let me check your list.
Music? Yeah, check my list tonight. I think I got it all. Pigeon, Lent, videos, podcasts, music, virus. That's it. 6 things.
No,
That's it.
7 here.
7. Oh, what was the other
Lent,
one?
Pigeon, virus, music, station churches, podcasts, and daily videos.
Oh, I kind of combined the station churches. Yeah, the station churches. So tomorrow, Santa Sabina. That's an amazing church. The gem of the Aventine. Great views from up there. You're gonna love that one. And what? Yeah. And the other thing with the station church videos, there's always outtakes at the end. Some people like the outtakes more than the actual video because we, Lily's saying, yep. Because we mess up. We get silly. We say the wrong thing. Are you going to say something? You're just looking. You just want to look. Yeah. So the outtakes are fun. So at the end of the videos. No outtakes in the podcast. No outtakes in the articles. You can't take my drink. Did you finish your drink? No grayscale for me. Cooper's video is awesome. Romeo and Juliet, they were Italian. The pigeons, they could be Romeo and Juliet, but they die. I don't want my pigeons to die. Oh, Fred and Ginger, Frederico and Zinzo. That could be another one. Are the girls doing online classes? So we homeschool, but they do also homeschool connections. So they take some of their courses online. My mom also likes Romeo and Juliet, but I don't want my pigeons to.
They die?
You don't want them to be star-crossed lovers.
Yeah, I don't want them to be star-crossed lovers. What program do I use for video editing? Final Cut Pro. Looking for a new hobby. Yeah, Final Cut Pro is what I'm using. I used iMovie last time, but I'm trying to get a little better with the video editing. That's another thing, like editing a podcast every single day and editing a video every single day will get me better in those areas. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be nice to compare. Oh, Amelia's going to help with the video editing as well. It'll be nice to compare Santa Sabina with Santa Croce and Jerusalem, because those were the first and the last Ash Wednesday, and then the final one we do is Good Friday, because Saturday is just like the most boring day of the year, Holy Saturday. Oh, the other thing I'm doing. So this is, Joni says, yeah, the outtakes in the podcast stay. That's true. The other thing, oh, Kevin says his wheelchair doesn't have 4-wheel drive. That's right. The other thing I'm doing for Lent, so I always do the grayscale thing, and it does help me to stay off my devices some. But I like to do a few things, like something spiritual, something just miserable, like cold showers one year, and the grayscale thing. This year I want to get uncomfortable. So that's one of my things, is getting uncomfortable. I'm not 100% sure what that means yet. It just keeps coming to me because it's
Not sitting.
not sitting. Oh, I did that one year. I didn't sit for Lent. Remember that?
All year?
All year. I did. Well, all of Lent. I didn't
You
sit.
didn't sit not once.
Well, I had to sit like to drive.
At Mass, did you sit?
No, I'd stand in the back of the church. I didn't sit at Mass. I didn't sit at my desk. I didn't sit when we had dinner. We had a tall table at the time. If we were watching TV, I stood. So yeah,
Let me tell you, made things very
weird. I don't.
always
If you
standing.
can't hear Christina, she's saying it was very weird for her because we'd be watching TV and I'd be standing and she'd be like very uncomfortable. So yeah, I gave up standing one year. Yeah, I gave up sitting. I did have to like sit to drive. Obviously, I did a lot of driving that Lent. I'm gonna go for a drive now. I gotta go get milk. Yeah, cold showers was tough. That was a really cold winter. That was 2001. So there was a really, really cold Lent that year. So that was hard. And the place where I lived in an apartment at the time in Atlanta, and we had very weak heat.
You should give up heat.
Then you die.
Well, if I gave up heat, that would be the whole family giving up heat. I guess I could give up my little personal heater. Anyway, during the quarantine year, things got very comfortable for me because I never left the house. You're just always home. Everything's comfortable. You don't really get out of your comfort zone much. And so one of the things I want to do for Lent is get uncomfortable. And we'll see how that goes. But one of the things I want to do that would be uncomfortable is a public rosary. And so every Friday during Lent, I'll be praying the rosary from that day's station church on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to do it on YouTube because not everybody on Instagram is on Facebook. Not everybody on Facebook is on Instagram. And it'd be really hard to go into a church with 2 phones streaming. And so I'm going to do that on YouTube. And that will be every Friday of Lent at 4 p.m. Rome time. So what is that? 10 a.m. Eastern time, I guess. And you can do the math to work your way back. But that's uncomfortable for me because I don't like praying in public, and I'll be leading the rosary. Now, the thing with this is that if we are locked down again or something like that, of course I wouldn't be able to make it to the station church, so I'd have to do it from like another church. Hopefully we will not be locked down, but that's kind of the caveat there, that I have to keep an eye on that.
I had an idea.
Oh, Lily had an idea, but she forgot it. Wow, you guys are doing great with this food. You're done?
She's
Amelia's done
apparently
eating.
eating at Scouts today.
Amelia has scouts tonight, and they feed them, so. Kathy, you were kicked off. Hope you didn't miss too much. You can always go back and watch afterwards. So, yeah, the public rosary. I'm excited about that and also really nervous because, there could be people watching, which I guess is the idea. But doing it from the station church, I think will be really cool. So that will be, this Friday would be Santa Giovanni Paolo, beautiful church. There'll be Santa Croce in Gerusalemme, that'll be the final church on Good Friday. San Vitale, that's a church, I think I've only been to that church one time ever. I already made a list, I forgot some of them. Santo Stefano Rotondo, that's a beautiful church. That'll be one of them. Santi Apostoli, that's an amazing church. That's where 2 apostles are buried. So I'm excited about that. And that'll be something that we can all do together. So yeah, if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's where that's going to be. So you should. So it's youtube.com/The Catholic Traveler. Or you go to my website and I link to it there. All right, so I probably missed some questions because I did a lot of talking today. So one final summary. Still can't go anywhere in Italy. Italy is getting more locked down, not opening up more. What else? Pigeons. My pigeons are back. They were gone for a week. And one of them ate out of my hand today and it made me cry a little bit. Station churches start tomorrow. So if you want the daily podcast, it'll be on my website, anywhere you find podcasts, iTunes, and it's a huge help for us if you can subscribe in iTunes. It's just called the Catholic Traveler Podcast. Rate it 5 stars if you like it. 5 stars if you don't like it. 5 stars if you just like it, okay. And comment, that's a big help. The daily videos, those will be on my website, thecatholictraveler.com. But they'll also be shared on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But if you're not doing social media, you can find them on my website. So that's a daily video every single day of Lent, a daily podcast every single day of Lent, and a daily article every single day of Lent. The Rosary live every Friday of Lent from that day's Station Church. And my dad's new album, theholylandproject.com. So that's theholylandproject.com. And it's 33 songs that he wrote, all about the Holy Land. Some amazing songs on the album. So check it out, buy it. And is that it? I think that's it. That's it. That's enough. That filled an hour. So I will sign off. Have a wonderful or a blessed Ash Wednesday, Lent. I'll see you again live for Second Cup Saturday. And we'll have Tipsy Tuesday again. We'll have the live Rosary. No, the next time I'll see you is the live Rosary if you're there. Live Rosary this Friday, 4 o'clock Rome time, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central, 8 Mountain, 7 Pacific. And then wherever you are in Europe, Canada, whatever. So, yeah. And if you want to help out with all this stuff again, consider becoming a patron. That's the only way I'm able to do any of this right now, is because so many people are helping me out there. Because this is my job. My job is just showing you Rome right now, because there are no people. There's no one.
Love me.
I have Lily. All right, do you want to say bye? You said hi, you want to say bye? All right, family's going to come around. They're going to say ciao. We're going to finish this food, pay for our drink, because this restaurants still have to close at 6 p.m. That's in 5 minutes. That means we have to finish the food, finish our drink. I've only drank half of mine. I've got to chug it. I did a lot of talking today. Yeah, they still have to close at 6 p.m., so we have to get out of here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ciao. Happy Lent. No, Blessed Lent. And that's it. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao. Bye. Bye. Thanks for watching, everybody. I gotta